Sigma males often attract women naturally. But what could be the reason behind their charm that makes them irresistible? First, let's get a hint on what distinguishes a Sigma man from other male types in order to comprehend how they attract women. The Sigmas are the typical independent and nonconformist males well known to be the lone wolves. They take their own course rather than the conventions or societal standards. In spite of what society deems, they possess a strong sense of self-esteem that enables them to remain loyal to their individuality. This constant self-assurance and individuality are some of the qualities that attract women. Sigma guys are experts at standing out from the crowd without seeking. Rather, they present themselves to be confident and enigmatic. Their unpredictability and disregard for societal norms could also be among the reasons they pique women's interest. The opposite gender is left seeking even more of their time as a consequence of the resulting sense of mystery. The Sigmas have understood how to arouse interest and make women chase them without putting much effort. Now, here are the weird techniques Sigma males employ. 1. An aura of mystery. Because Sigma males tend to stay outside the social hierarchy, choosing to walk their own path, they can come across as unpredictable or enigmatic. Women are left curious about these guys because of their mysterious nature, which keeps them always wondering and attentive. They are generally more susceptible to Sigmas because of their fascination in their mentality and drive. The Sigma males seem to possess a unique quality that other type of males don't, which enhances their allure and may be a potent stimulant for the opposite gender. Like with everything in life, the goal is to avoid going overboard. Even while a little mystery might be alluring, excessive of it can cause confusion and doubt. Sigma men are able to maintain their allure without coming off as distant because they understand how to achieve a harmonious balance between being enigmatic and accessible. Predictability may be monotonous and might promote indifference, and the lone wolves understands this pretty well. This lets them preserve their mystique by preventing them from becoming too profound. 2. Breaking the ice. The ability to ponder provocative issues and go deeply into a topic of interest is a trait shared by Sigma men. They often break the ice, getting straight to the point of the discussion thanks to their curiosity, which keeps interactions engaging. The Sigmas never ask a pointless inquiry that would merely produce silence. They are exceptionally good at asking the proper questions because of their intuition and capacity to read others. As a result, women perceive this as a challenge and often feel the need to go deeper into the Sigma mentality. He is extremely intriguing because of his brains and charismatic personality. Women value a guy who can think critically and go past the obvious facts to understand the complexity of reality. By thoughtfully confronting people, Sigma starts dialogues that promote learning and development. This demonstrates that, despite their aloof image, Sigma men may be equally involved in relationships just like men of other personality types. 3. Subtle eye contact. These guys are experts at both verbal and nonverbal communication. They have the ability to command attention with a simple glance and pique women's interest with subdued facial expression. Their looks often convey a powerful message of desire. Without verbal expression, they have mastered the art of conveying information with their looks. This builds a deep connection that is impossible to overlook, since it gives women the impression that they are being acknowledged. However, it doesn't mean that Sigmas always focus on women. Rather, they are skilled at maintaining eye contact without seeming weird or hostile. This often arouses a feeling of interest in many women that they find appealing. They may seem friendly but mysterious with this kind of finesse, which makes them attract attention of women. Many guys attempt to capture a woman's attention by winking or poking. Nevertheless, a simple gaze could be significantly successful when executed properly. To cut the chase, never underestimate the power of eye contact. 4. A particular brand of humor. Women are often intrigued by Sigma's sense of humor. They usually make jokes or have smart dialogues that include sarcasm and dry humor to communicate their opinions. This kind of humor might be challenging, but it can also be delightful. Men of the Sigma fraternity like finding humor in any circumstance. It's a method of making even the most challenging subjects more digestible, regardless of how gloomy or tragic they are. Showing intellect and depth of understanding on a variety of subjects has grown to be an essential component of a desirable personality today. Additionally, when in romantic relationships, Sigma males don't mind making lighthearted jokes, which is quite endearing to the opposite gender. In every interpersonal dynamic, the Sigmas foster confidence and ease by demonstrating that they take things lightly. Without much effort, anything overtly romantic, dynamic talks that include an ongoing witticism may help build an intimate bond. Although Sigma guys have limitations with respect to humor, they often have a fantastic, individual sense of oddity that may be charming in and of itself. The unpredictability and authenticity of the jokes and narratives from a Sigma guy makes them engaging and attractive to many women. 5. Constructive criticism. Sigma guys are unique among men because they are able to provide honest and valuable criticism that most men always avoid. They understand how to constructively criticize and provide changes without coming off as arrogant. Women feel valued and appreciated by this strategy. They want honest criticism, particularly when it's offered in a positive way, so they don't feel offended. This fosters a closer relationship with a Sigma guy who encourages them to express their own ideas and beliefs. Not everyone has the ability to keenly pay attention to what others say and provide an honest feedback. Unfortunately, this is a characteristic that women usually find to be highly appealing and uncommon among most men. Sigmas understand that the statements they use while providing constructive feedback are equally significant as the way they express it. They consider thinking about whatever will come from their mouth before speaking. Creating an impact on women can be greatly enhanced by demonstrating this degree of respect and compassion. And that is what the Sigmas do. 6. Never impressing. Sigma males don't believe in putting on a show to get attention from a woman. Rather, they take great delight in being true to themselves and letting their actions prevail. They put their attention on being authentic instead of trying to woo ladies with gifts or extravagant gestures, and quite often they pay attention to details. They frequently put women into tests, as it is an excellent method to gauge an individual's character and determine compatibility. Besides, these guys also have a talent for starting discussions that provoke women's thought processes and help them view things from new angles. Guys who don't strive to impress like Sigma men unintentionally increase their attractiveness. Women like this sincerity and very often consider it energizing in contrast to the typical bland attitude of most men. 7. Positive weirdness. Sigma's peculiarities are commonly seen as lovable rather than repulsive by most women. Their oddity enables them to express themselves freely without feeling pressured to live up to others' ideals. Several women find this transparency appealing, which is often a welcome break from other boring types of males. By accepting and letting their weariness show, Sigmas break the stereotype. Simply said, the lone wolves don't care others' opinions towards them, which is really attractive to women. They never settle with what doesn't satisfy them by following fashion trends or allowing themselves constrained by societal norms. Their eagerness to stand out from the crowd provides them a magnetic effect that attracts a lot of lovelies. They are ideal for individuals seeking something more meaningful than merely fleeting pleasure, since they are not hesitant to express themselves genuinely. 8. Being unavailable. Although they don't intend for this to happen, it nevertheless has a significant impact on women since it gives them the impression that sigmas have something unique to provide. Most women are drawn to the enigmatic character of sigma men, who simply don't make themselves easily accessible. They aren't acting in this way only to seem receptive or distant. They honestly don't want their whole life to be known by everyone else, and that is the nature of the lone wolf. This is just one of the things that attracts women to the sigma males, which to other people may be unpleasant. The sigmas prefer to keep things private until they develop a personal relationship with anyone, in contrast to other men who like to reveal aspects of their life. They don't seek to be in the limelight, and this does not mean they are unkind or aloof. Because of their preference for maintaining a narrow bond of trust, they become even more appealing. Women like someone they take effort and time to figure out, not the opposite. The sigmas are not shut tight and reluctant to open, however, they are cautious about putting their faith in others or disclosing sensitive information. While their solitude heightens their mystique and allure, it also fosters an air of exclusivity that most women can't resist. 9. Self-sufficiency. Sigma males are well known to be self-sufficient and independent, and that's their nature. They never follow the conventional notions regarding what a relationship ought to be like, since they don't require anybody to feel whole or fulfilled. They aim towards self-reliance throughout all facets of their life because they are aware that depending too much on others might result in resentment or dissatisfaction. As a result, they are freed from the feeling of responsibility so they may be truly honest with the relationship. People around them feel secure because of their confidence. The sigmas exhibit emotional maturity and intelligence and is able to be vulnerable without compromising his independence or personality. Many women are drawn to this self-assurance because they value someone who can stand by themselves and doesn't need continual affirmation or approval from others. The lone wolves are not hesitant to advocate for whatever they're passionate about, even if it involves defying the norm. They also have a propensity to accept responsibility for their errors, displaying the fortitude of a character that attracts far too many women.